Hey, what's up, Oilers? It's Roslyn, and welcome back to your favorite part of Monday mornings. Now, I know the oil spill may be our slogan for football games, but it is quite literal right now. If you thought you smelled oil or diesel this weekend, trust me, you weren't the only one. Dead fish and birds are washing up on our shores after a pipeline failure on Saturday evening, causing a 126,000-gallon oil spill. This then causing a 13 square mile slick that's still continuing to grow right at this moment.
We just had to shut down the beach around like 2 o'clock. From the beginning, it was just on the south side of the pier that was coming in, but due to the north current coming through, it started to push through here. It's better to keep people out of the water.
Are you gonna go back in the water now that you know, or you're like, I'm gonna go home and take a shower?
Yeah, I'll probably go home and shower, but the oil companies need to do a better job.
Now, cleanup efforts are ongoing, and the beach could be shut down for several weeks to possibly even months. Now, the city of Huntington Beach is urging the public to stay clear of the ocean as they try to save our waters.
What's up, Oilers? Look how official I look now. But you know it's not official? Littering. So here's a segment on why you should think twice before throwing that gum wrapper on the ground. Well, I know that I'll keep track of where some trash cans are so I don't make a bigger mess. You know what rhymes with mess? Air show! I promise they rhyme. Don't check. But let's see what the air show pilots have to do to make those airplanes fly.
Hey Oilers, it's Roslyn, and last Thursday I got to explore the Lion Air Museum and talk to the director of the museum, who also works closely with the air show. Here's some history, cool facts, and some of your answered questions about the air show.
Well, how COVID has affected the air show. So last year, obviously, they couldn't do the show because of all the social distancing and everything like that. And with this year, as far as we're concerned, it hasn't really affected us because the airplane flies outside. It's out in an open area. The backgrounds for the current pilots, we have one who's an airline pilot. And so he's flown vintage airplanes for many years, but he flies for one of the major airlines right now. The other pilot, there'll be 2 guys flying this, a pilot and a co-pilot. The other pilot has been around vintage airplanes most of his adult life, not as an airline pilot or anything, just as a civilian pilot. And you know, it's just that warbird, interest that people have. A lot of people show up at the airport when they're younger and they get all excited about the history of the old airplanes and the maintenance, like learning how they operate and everything, because they're really incredible machines. The museum was founded back in 2009 by General William Lyon, and William Lyon was ultimately an Air Force general, but during World War II, he flew these type of airplanes, ferrying them all around the world, delivering them to the front lines where they were operationally flown. And after World War II, became a home builder, interestingly, and then went on to volunteer to fly in the Korean Air War, and he flew a lot of missions during that time period. So he had a real appreciation for not just the airplanes, but the people who maintained the airplanes, people who designed, built, maintained them, and he wanted to show more about that to today's generation, and the future generations, about, I always call it the collective character of the greatest generation, the can-do people who they weren't clock watching. They weren't just going in at 8 and leaving at 5.
Yeah.
They were there early, staying late, get these things built. Typically, like during World War II, an airplane like this, a B-25, you'd see usually about 5 crew members on board, and they're everything from bombardiers to navigators to gunners, and then pilot and co-pilot. And then on something like the B-17 we have in our hangar, that's a 4-engine World War II bomber, and it's what they call like a heavy, high-altitude bomber. And it would have typically 9 to 10 people on board at various stations throughout the airplane. And this particular type of aircraft, B-25 Mitchell, is probably the most made famous by a real important mission that it flew during World War II. And it was called the Doolittle Raid, which was where they took 16 of these airplanes that were never built to be on an aircraft carrier out at sea, but off of land, and they launched them off of an aircraft carrier to bomb Tokyo as a strategic bombing plan.
Let's take it from the skies to the streets and see what a classic Volkswagen Beetle looks like, and see who is behind the wheel of it.
Hi, my name is Jeffrey McGill. This is my 1968 Volkswagen Beetle, and her name is Savannah. I bought this car on October 4th of 2020 during COVID. It was just something I've always really, really wanted. Back when I was around 10 years old, I saw a Beetle for the first time, and I just fell in love with it. The whole idea of just driving a car that's 53 years old, it's a 1968 Volkswagen Beetle. It's going to be 53 in October, but it's just been probably the best decision I've ever made in my whole life. So I got a 1.6 liter overhead 4-cylinder 1600 cc engine. It produces 56 horsepower, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you get up and going, you'll definitely feel it. It makes about 96 foot-pounds of torque as well. You definitely in the first gear you're going, you can't hold on, So the wheels are 165/80 R15s, so they're literally just a little bit bigger than bicycle wheels. There's no power steering in it, so it's actually like a blessing that I don't have huge old wheels, because you know what I mean? So it's just a super, super easy car, just overall, and it's super, super easy to work on. Like I said, I've done everything mechanically to it. But originally this car came to me when I bought it in black spray paint. The people before me, they wanted to restore it because it was, a Patina car. So it was just, rusted out, et cetera, et cetera. So what they did was they just brought a spray paint and just sprayed all over it. I got it to, I think, downhill, it was 79 mile an hour, something like that. And you start right up, as I'll show you guys in a little bit. But yeah, she starts immediately. She gets up and goes. Just one issue in third gear. She'll fall out of third gear quite often. So that's what's so cool about these cars, is that anybody could do anything to them and no one will say anything, because they're I wouldn't say they're throwaway cars, but they definitely are the project cars. That's 100% what they are. It's just you can do some things with the project cars, they're never done. There's always something wrong with it. There's always something you got to do to it. There's nothing else to say other than it has just been a blast. Period. Point blank.
Now, as you can see, I have the brain of a monkey when it comes to fashion. So let's see what fashion tips Tara has for us.
Hi guys, my name is Tara, and today we are going to be doing a fit check of people around the school. So let's go.
My shirt's from my mom's closet. These are from Kohl's, Doc Martens, and then this is from downtown, and then my mom's closet.
Hi, I'm Darby. My shoes are Converse. My pants are from Target. My shirt's from Urban Outfitters. Yeah.
And this is from Universal Studios. This is from Target, and these are also from Target. It's from Savers. My skirt's from 21. My shoes are from Steve Madden. This is from Party City. This is from Hawaii. These are from Amazon, and this is from Free People.
I got this beanie from Amazon. Sus. And then I got this hoodie from Amazon as well, using my parents' money. And then I got these pants from Walmart. You could find these in the pants section. And then I got these shoes from DSW. And I got my socks from Burlington.
My fit, my shirt is probably from my sister's closet. My pants are, I think, from Old Navy. My shoes are Converse, and I have my watch, and then my wristband cruise control official. Follow my band.
And what I got on today is this sweater is from Ruka, my pants are from Kohl's, and then I have my Air Forces on.
Well, you bunch of rascals, that's what we have to show you today. And remember, your brain is the size of a pea compared to mine.